Okay, day 146, part 3. Let's try again with Representative Tom Graves. I found one systems administrator in the Sergeant of Arms section, but I decided not to send anything to that person just out of courtesy that I wanted to give Tom Graves a chance first to explain how somebody gets a badge and how somebody gets an account and how they get top secret access, just what the process is and who that would be. That's just public information. It's a public information request. Then I also made a mistake here at the House admin GOP. There's no I here in admin. I don't know why. But anyway, it's House ADMN GOP. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the New Dawn Corporation. So I'm really just interested in access. What's the process for a foreign national? Would they have to have a White House visa? Would they have to have a diplomatic passport? How would they have a letter of some type from the executive branch to get it to top secret clearance other than just a request from a congresswoman? So that's or congressman. So here's Nanoset Technologies. I've asked earlier about that. I mentioned the fact that in Lahore, Pakistan, there is an annual convention called Nanoset. It's capitalized SET. I sure hope this isn't a funnel for technology going to be sold at a kind of a technology bazaar in Lahore, Pakistan. That would be disappointing. The New Dawn Corporation looks like it's been deleted, but I don't know if you can read it over here, but there's a Virginia domain corporation here with a number, and it does say Begum, Surya Begum. And it does say Iran, the Awans here as officers of this corporation. So, and it does list that Hawks Head Drive, where the Awans lived, as the center of this New Dawn Corporation. I'm getting more and more connections to TRICARE and the VA healthcare system, and Surya Begum's connection to the TRICARE health system. This is not only the reason why I call it TRICARE. It's not only the health care for the current active people in the military, but it's also the reserve, and then it's also the retirees. So it's a huge number of people, and I think it's going to come out to about 33 million, believe it or not. So anyway, I'll come back to that. On these companies that the Awans created, and these are the two wives that were created, there's more now. There's more companies than we had before. It's not just Avalon Mortgage. There's Affordable Homes, and then there's this company, Alayan. So there's two more companies there. There's also another car company, which is called Regional Car Centers. And it looks like I've kind of looked at the pattern of all of these with the CIA car dealership and then the Easy car buying, and it's all 14 months or 16 months. It goes 16 months, and they close them down after 16 months. So that would, when somebody has 5 different companies and they close them down on those regular patterns, that leads me to believe that what they're called what is known as a CIA proprietary. They're forgetting people cars, and they're forgetting people housing that are coming in and out. That supports my theory even more. I don't know many business people that crash their business every 16 months and start a new one. It just doesn't make any sense. The connection here to Hezbollah here and this Dr. Al-Attar and the fake billing, this is looking more and more like a fake billing scheme, and this is just one person involved. I've also looked into the women's reports of him gassing them and drug raping them when they're under anesthesia, like nurse anesthesia. And it looks like he's not going to be the only doctor involved. So this looks like, I hope this is just a DC scheme. I'm praying that this is just a DC scheme with a few doctors in the DC area. But Gulen, I think I might have mentioned this before, but we've had in the Midwest different reports of different teachers. The elementary schools are great. They're science and math and pray to Allah 5 times a day. They do have the uniforms. They do have time away from their families in the boarding school type of environment. But when they hit that key age of 13, when they hit that puberty, that's when the things start changing. They bring in the Holy Quran. They have the more, what should I say, going back to the 1100s type Quran, where you have all the things about how to treat women and so forth. And One of the reports, 4 teachers in Dayton, Ohio, and in the schools there quit because of they were repeatedly being shown videos of group of Muslim boys tearing clothes off girls and making fun of them and so forth for different things of dress and so forth. So I don't like where this is going, because Gulen has a huge network of doctors that he works with, a Spectrum Health system. So I'm just really hoping that this Al-Attar situation is just localized to Washington, D.C., because I would hate to see a national revenge motive like Graham Fuller ran in all the stands in all Central Asia and Turkey, where you're implanting a revenge motive in a massive amount of 13-year-olds on a worldwide basis, right at 13, because these schools are in all over Western Europe, they're all in North America, they're not just in Muslim countries.